And wasn't it? I'm glad to see when a cat like that has been around that long and still doing this thing. So today, I guess, we'll start the it's been a year since Charlottesville. Has the nation changed? Not at all. I think we've been more vitriolic. We have been more hateful, more bigoted, more racist. I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine, Chris Como, on CNN, and I made the statement that I am not saying that all Trump supporters are racist, but clearly for Trump supporters, being a racist is not a disqualifier. There can be no equivocation. If I am being attacked and I defend myself from an attack, we're not the same. White nationalists, white supremacists, and the people who oppose them are not the same. There is no moral equivalence. One is wrong and one is fighting wrong. That's it. That's the way it goes. But we live in a place where you get to make truth up. You get to make things up that aren't true, and you get to commit to them, and you get to say them over and over again. We are in a situation right now where the President of the United States promulgates this kind of stuff. He makes it. He makes this okay. He encourages people. Now we have people openly on TV, not just talking about immigration, but legal immigration. We want to stop anybody that doesn't look like us from coming here. The reason America is great is because of people who came from all over the world, came here and made this country great. And what is tearing it apart is having a commander-in-chief who doesn't care. And I don't need another person telling me that Donald Trump's not racist. I can tell you this for certainty. White people do not get to decide what racism is because they've been so horrible at identifying it over the years. You were horrible at identifying it during slavery. You were horrible at identifying it during Jim Crow. You've been horrible about it, with all the police shootings. You can't seem to be able to identify racism, so it's a game you don't get to play. What we should get for another year of Charlottesville is a better nation. What we have is a nation that's still steeped in the same anger and racial bigotry that it started out with. And it's all been permissible because we have a commander-in-chief who makes these people feel comfortable. Let me tell you something. We've always had these situations before, and it certainly may not be worse, but there are certainly people who are comfortable doing this kind of stuff. They can say anything. It's like the country all of a sudden took one big ambient. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's a note from the GED section. We got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.